女士们、先生们，晚上好。我们的飞机预计将于30分钟后抵达。
Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in today's video, we are going to explore the city of Chengdu in China. And within 24 hours, we will try to explore as much of the city as we can, try some local food and visit some of the street markets. And the easiest way to go to the center of the city from the airport is by taking a train. And to get a ticket, it's really a pretty easy task. You can go to these kiosks and get yourself a ticket. You can use Alipay or WeChat Pay or even Cash Works. The train station adjacent to the airport is absolutely stunning. It's super clean, super modern, and there's no chaos as well. As you can see, there's no people. Absolutely, it's so organized. People are very disciplined. It's very safe as well. As you can see here in China, all the metro stations are always covered with these glass barriers, and when the train or the metro arrives, the doors open and you just go inside. So this is not a metro but a train that takes you to the city center of Chengdu, and right now we are going to board this train. As you can see, the people here are extremely disciplined, very patient for the door to open, and now we go inside the train. There's a lot of space. The seats are pretty comfortable. As you can see, it's super clean, super modern and new, and pretty fast as well. It took us to the city center in just 20 minutes from the airport, which is pretty impressive. So here's our accommodation for the night. It's called the 7 Days Inn Hotel. It's really near to the Tianfu Square, the city center of Chengdu, and it costed us around 270 yuan or RMB. It's pretty decent. It's not massive, but it's very clean, modern, with an AC, a window, TV, and all the amenities. And for dinner, we just decided to hop out on the street and try some of the famous Sichuan or Chengdu popular street food, the snacks. Sichuan cuisine, also known as Szechuan cuisine, is pretty popular all throughout the world. Chengdu is really well known for its hot pot, for its spicy food, and of course, these snacks. On this humble stall, this old lady is selling some fried snacks like fried tofu, fried vegetables, fried meat, and right now she's coating them with the famous Sichuan peppercorn spices, the absolute taste because of which the region of Chengdu is so popular. So we are gonna try this for our dinner, and the absolute amazing thing is these are so cheap. Each of these just costed around 4 yuan, an absolute steal. So that's our dinner sorted for the night. We enjoyed these snacks and decided to take a stroll and be ready for the next day to explore the region around Chengdu, around our hotel. And here's a very, very beautiful market that's laid out with various different types of souvenirs. As you can see on both sides of the streets, there are so many souvenirs that you can collect as a memory from China. The city of Chengdu is also really popular for pandas. They have the largest panda natural reserve where they do research as well as protect the endangered species of panda. So you can find a lot of souvenirs that are themed on pandas as well. It's a pretty interesting mixture of tradition and modern, while you can also see some of the traditional aspects and artifacts preserved from the history of the city. The city also is pretty modern, looks clean, well organized, and really very easy to navigate. So, the plan for the day is to visit the famous Wenshu Monastery here in Chengdu, because we just have a few more hours before we have to head back to the airport for our flight. So we decided to head over to the Wenshu Monastery, which is located just a few kilometers away from our hotel. So this is how the outskirts of the Wenshu Monastery looks like. The monastery was built around 1400 years ago, and it is a sanctuary of wisdom, tradition, and also delicious food. The name Wenshu comes from the word Manjushri, which is the name of the Bodhisattva of wisdom in Buddhist tradition. And that's a perfect name for a place like this, where we are about to dive deep into the history and culture of a nation as diverse and large as China. The story of Wenshu Monastery starts way back in the Sui dynasty between 605 and 617 AD, when it was first built for a princess. The buildings we see today are a testament to a major reconstruction during the Qing dynasty in the late 17th century. According to legend, an ascetic monk named Sidhu built a simple hut between two large trees here, and when he passed away, his funeral pyre revealed the form of the Bodhisattva Venshu himself. And it's said that this miracle led to the temple being renamed in his honor. In the year 1702, the Kangxi Emperor bestowed upon the monastery its famous calligraphic plaque Konglin, or empty forest in English. And as you can see, the place is filled with so many historical artifacts, so many stone carvings, precious letters, and several others artifacts that tell us about the rich history of the region. And the architecture is absolutely stunning. Inside, you can find so many different buildings, the main hall, the other prayer rooms, and the stupas that are absolutely immaculate to stand and witness. Walking through the Wenshu Monastery is like walking through a living museum. The design is a classic northern Chinese monastery layout, and right now we are making our way to the north along the main central axis through the five magnificent halls. So you can see on all sides there are in total five halls, which are also known as the prayer rooms. You can buy these lamps for as cheap as 2 or 4 yuan, and you can light them up, use them for your prayers, and it is believed that everything you pray for right here becomes true. So here is the first hall, which is known as the Hall of the Heavenly Kings. And then we will go to the three great Bodhisattvas halls, also known as the Sandashi Hall. And at the heart of the monastery lies its most impressive building, the Mahavira Hall, the main hall of worship. And as you can see, people are ascending the steps and to offer their prayers, to wish for their desires, and also to pay a visit to the intricate wooden carvings and the echoes of the monks chanting around the statue of the Bodhisattva. The monastery itself houses a staggering collection of artifacts. There are more than 300 Buddha statues here, made from iron, steel, bronze, stone, wood, and even jade. And one of the most precious among them all is a peaceful jade Buddha brought all the way from Myanmar 100 years ago. One of the best things about the Wenshu Monastery is how filled with greenery it is. As you can see, wherever you walk, you will find a huge canopy of trees, bamboo trees, and other trees that make up the region and makes the entire region very peaceful, very calm, and also pretty cold. It was a very hot day when we visited Chengdu, but because of all the trees around here, the greenery, it didn't feel quite hot, to be honest. It felt very acceptable and quite pleasant. At the heart of the monastery is the place or the palace where the jade stupa is located, and behind it is the Mahavira Hall. It's said to enshrine a holy relic, the skull of none other than the legendary Tang Dynasty monk Xuanzang, the traveler who inspired the classic novel Journey to the West. So here you can see that's the main hall for prayer, which is also known as the Mahavira Hall, and it's absolutely amazing to look at the artwork on the walls, on the ceiling of this hall. The atmosphere is super friendly, super peaceful, and you feel a sense of calm and composure when you come here. Now, set aside the history. While the Wenshu Monastery is very popular for its historical significance, this is also a place where locals come to live. It's a center for China's famous Gaiwan tea culture. You can see how peaceful the bamboo grove of the tea garden looks, and you can spend an afternoon here sipping jasmine tea, chatting with your friends and family, and watching the world go by slowly for just 15 yuan for a cup. But right here, you can also get free tea that was being served by the volunteers at the monastery, which we also enjoyed, we also accepted, and it was such a fulfilling day, such a fulfilling experience to visit the Wenshu Monastery, to look at all these amazing structures, the amazing artwork, and of course to learn more about the history and the significance of the monastery. Just look at these Buddha statues. They look so amazing. The artwork, the skill is immaculate. Alright, so that's done for us to explore the Wenshu Monastery. And after the exploration, it's time to grab some more street food. And right now, we are going to have some fruit jellies, some fruit pudding that's really popular here in China and also Southeast Asia. And these are some ice cream looking sticky rice. So don't mistake them for ice creams, they are sticky rice. And these snacks that are available in almost every convenience store in China are known as latiao in English, and they are spicy, they are available in various flavors, and most especially they are vegan. So that's pretty amazing, something new that I was introduced during this trip to China, and I absolutely love it. It's really popular among kids, and you can find them pretty easily in any convenience store. While we were having a great time in Chengdu, China, unfortunately the clock was ticking pretty fast and it was time for us to pack our bags and head back to the airport because we had our flight to our next destination in just a few hours. So, with a heavy heart and a hope that we will return to China one day again to explore the remaining parts of this amazing historical and beautiful country someday in the near future, very soon. But before we bid goodbye to this country, we decided to have one more meal and experience the immaculate flavor of Chinese cuisine, and in particular Sichuan cuisine, which is popular worldwide. So we ordered some noodles, and the dish looks absolutely amazing. You can see there's big portions of meat, there's egg, and the noodle itself is not very thin, not very thick. The consistency, the texture is amazing, and the flavor was absolutely unexplainable. There's no word to explain the flavor. It was super delicious. And with that last meal here in Chengdu, China, we boarded our flight and reached our next destination. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this quick tour of Chengdu, China, which we showed you how we explored this city in just 24 hours. And we will be back soon with new vlogs from new places around the earth. So don't forget to drop a like and share it with your friends and family. Leave a comment. Which destination would you like us to explore next? And we will see you really soon in our next video that's coming out on this channel anytime soon. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great and happy life.